Hi, welcome to Genevieve and Bear. We are a small business on Etsy specializing in gifts and stickers for people of all ages. I have derived my inspiration from my two daughters. Genevieve is our 3-year-old German Shepherd Rescue, and her sister is my 9-year-old human daughter, Briley, but we've called her Bear her whole life. They are sisters through and through. They have such a special bond, and whenever you can see such love, it really is inspiring, and they both help me pick out my next ideas. Even Genevieve, she puts her nose on the notebook to tell me what she wants me to do next. It's a thing. But I derive my inspiration from them, and I try to create high quality content that everyone can enjoy. We are emerging onto the scene. I don't want to say we're totally new. I've been working on projects for the last few months and trying to get things up and running and put us in a good position so we can fully launch and be relevant in such a competitive market space. But I'd love to give you a tour, we'll use that term loosely, of my little workspace. I am working out of my home, and it is so much neater than normal. We're selling our house, or we're in the process of it. It's listed for sale, and I have showings kind of coming in and day out right now. Oh my gosh, I've got to keep the house clean. I've got to keep it tidy and orderly. And when you're making things, when you're in the middle of your projects, that's not always easy. Sometimes you've got scraps of paper here and vinyl over here, and you've got things just kind of hanging out over in the corner that you really want to work on, but you haven't been able to get to yet. So I've had to kind of shove things into corners that I normally wouldn't, and I've had to hide a few things as well. When we get to our new house, I'll be able to expand on my area, hopefully, and create more cohesive storage units and things of that nature. But for now, we'll start with just kind of giving you an overview of what everything looks like. In a nutshell, this is my office, and as you can see, I've got a space set up for my cats. I also have 3 cats, and I've got my crafting table with all of my supplies kind of easily at hand, or most of the rest are seated behind me here that I can just kind of swivel around and grab pretty easily. But I've also got a little space right here with my power drinks, some coffee, and some Fit Aid for after workouts, perfect bars for quick snacks. There's Genevieve. That's part of my inspiration. She's so pretty. Hi, baby. And I've also got a little section here as well for additional organization. And so, yes, the wine rack, absolutely necessity during quarantine. But here's my workspace, and I like to design a lot of things on Procreate. And just really quick, if I open that up, it's something I'm working on right now. So I like to hand draw a lot of things. And of course, I've got my Etsy shop where I keep track of everything, my notebook for all of my ideas, because whenever you're in the moment, an idea will strike you out of nowhere and you have to write it down before you forget it. And then I just try to keep a bunch of tools and accessories that I need, and of course coffee, right at hand. So right now it's a little bit cleaner than what I normally do, but it's all within reach. And of course you can see my daughter's Toothless that she's had since she was about 4 years old, and she takes him everywhere. This is also her iPad, because what 9-year-old doesn't have an iPad Pro with an iPad pencil. And some stickers that we made together over the weekend that we just recently printed out. They represent our animals, so I'm not sure if they'll be up for sale in the shop or not, but we'll see. And of course, my companion likes to be near me at all times. She chooses more often to lay on the floor by the door, because of course she's got to protect me, but I can't keep the bed by the door because then I can't open the door. So yeah, that's my office, my workspace, my utilities, and hopefully someday I'll have a better storage and organization unit so I can show you a little bit more. I've also been asked what kind of equipment I use regularly. I have the Cricut Maker. I originally started with a Cricut Explore Air 2 and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was doing everything I needed it to, except for whatever reason, the model I purchased or the unit I purchased would not recognize any stickers, like the one thing I wanted to make. So I did a lot of paper crafting early on and eventually decided, you know, if I'm going to be doing stickers, if I wanted to engrave anything, which I do as well, if I wanted to deboss, so on and so forth, I decided I needed to go ahead and bite the bullet, so to speak, and purchase a Cricut Maker. So I gave my Explorer Air 2 to my future sister-in-law. I'm also using the Epson 4760, the ET 4760, excuse me. It is a tank-based ink system. So it says that it carries up to 2 years of ink. I've had it now for about 2 months and my ink levels are still really high. I'm still above 3/4 of the tank. And I use it almost daily for printing things like stickers and, you know, other various things that I might need through the day. So I absolutely recommend it. It was not the easiest to set up, I'll say that. I ran into quite a few issues. I use iPad, iPhone, and Mac for my business, and I love Apple products. But once I did get it connected and printed a few test pages, it's been a dream since. So I highly recommend it. Just be patient with it early on if you do it, go ahead and get it. And the ink lasts for a long time, which is another reason I went for it, despite its price. I think it was like $400 on Amazon. It's worth it. It's worth it. Over time, the ink cost alone is going to be worth it. So there you have it. If you liked what you saw or you can't wait to see what's next, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that little bell. You'll get a notification that tells you when I post new content. I've already got some stuff filmed that I can't wait to show you. And if you want to connect with us elsewhere, we're on all the social media platforms. You can find us on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and of course right here on YouTube. And don't forget, our shop is on Etsy. Just search for Genevieve and Bear.